As you can see, we've had our eye on you for some time now, Mr. Anderson.
Okay, yeah, so as many of you may or may not know, I like to remain open to all ideas. I don't tell anyone what to think. Postulations and hypotheses, they are my own. Stand by them resolutely because they are based in research and philosophic contemplation and scientific resolve. This is the biggest video, by the way. If you've looked at this video as much as I have, and you're looking at it right now, and you don't fucking get that these are like not your fucking spaceman in a metal disc arriving from another planet, like these cats are out there, man. Like these cats are something totally different. I like, if you can't see that every fucking thing in the entire fucking environment, the entire perimeter of the event is wackadoodle. Like, it's not quickly realized like that this was just not, it's legit, but it's just not, it doesn't fit our normal paradigm of understanding. So you got to start working with a new model. And then I just couldn't, like, I was, you know, went into this researching with a couple other cats and a couple other dudes, and they just couldn't, like, there was no way. They were having none of it. Like, I was pointing out, do you not see, like, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Like, no, I don't see any grays there. Like, well, look at, but it's like, you gotta just look at what it is. You can't just fucking fit a pre-existing model to the data that you're analyzing. Anyways, I'm not trying to get on a rant here, but, you know, I'm at the point where I'm, you know, I pander less and less to people that want to come in and say, oh, look at right there, it looks like a biological gray. Yeah, maybe for 1 second, but look at everything else. Like, you gotta look at it in its totality. Anyway, so I may or may not point out, you know, cats here, cats there, but you can see, like, there is nowhere that you can observe in this entire video where you're not looking at a cat, basically. So, therein lies where I put forth the hypothesis that, you know, let's call this some sort of another, they represent another layer or dimension of reality that maybe either coexists with ours or is like a layer on top of ours, or the theory that I sort of am running with, you know, and it'll change if it could be disproven, is that these cats come from somewhere else, like possibly, say, maybe these are what quanta look like. Like, maybe these cats are somehow arriving here from the quantum realm, like when you analyze physical matter down to the smallest, you know, measurements that we can detect them and whatnot, then we all know that things just go nuts, right? Like, things are just not, they don't work the same way that they do here. Things are all these waves, like these, you know, like physical matter just represents like a probability of one thing or another thing happening, but it doesn't, there's no real thing there or whatever, right? So, okay, so let's just say, take that as one possibility. So let's say that these things are, you know, because, I mean, you look at something like this and it looks like it's reminiscent of, like, you know, looking through the microscope at a droplet of pond water and just seeing these, like, squids, like, it's just full of squids going nuts, swimming everywhere, like you're in some sort of, you know, That's kind of what this looks like. Okay, regardless of where they're from, the theory as it goes, the GreyOWL theory, the premier working theory on this, is that these cats, however they get here, wherever they're from, they get here into our reality. Either we are then in their reality, but what I think is they are able to, or they manifest here through physical matter. So all physical matter, whether it's the forklift, whether it's a building, whether it's a blade of grass, the tree, fucking anything, they actually they actually occupy that physical matter. They become it, and then start bending it to their will, because you look at it, it's moving all over the place, it's shape-shifting everything, every fucking thing, including people, including the people that you see in the video. So what's that all about? You know, somehow these things are able to disassemble the superposition that our atomic, with that, you know, our energy frequencies are held in. That's why we think, you know, okay, you can knock on a table, that's hard, but you know, that's actually not or physics says that that's not a solid object. It's energy frequency, and same with us. There's more empty space in any one of us human beings than there is solid mass. So is it not conceivable that some event or some phenomenon or some technology might be able to you know, make us vibrate at a different frequency that then disassembles this kind of state of superposition that we're in? Because that's what it looks like. That's what we observe happening. Solid, immutable matter, atomic matter as we understand it, becomes not that. It becomes like a liquid gas. Everything does it. It just starts going bananas. But it's not going totally, like it's going, acting in an organized way with apparent, you know, a multitude of apparent individual creatures. But this isn't, like I said, this isn't your grandfather's UFO story. Like, you know, they look sometimes like something we would recognize as like a face or a body, or, you know, 2 eyes and a mouth or whatever, but oftentimes they might look nothing like that. So that's the way you have to look at this. And then it all of a sudden, once you've allowed your brain to enter that thinking, you're like, holy shit, yeah, I see everything. It's all happening all at once and never the same. So there you go. Okay, so let's let the video run. All right, there you go, kids. That's the GreyOWL top tip from the desert of the real.